What's up? Today I'm going to be taking these old headers off my 1985 Foxbody, sanding them down, cleaning them up, giving them a nice paint, and putting some header wrap on it. I'll also be going over some of the stuff I've done, such as taking the wiring harness out here and giving the motor a paint, and installing a 93 Cobra brake booster. The main benefit for header wrapping, at least for me, is number one, it looks nice, and also it keeps some heat on my engine bay. When exhaust is hot, it flows faster, and it frees up some extra horsepower. I'll also be running an Ace's Killshot 2 in this car. Even though that the ECU will be mounted in the glove box, it definitely is nice to keep some heat out of the car and keep everything happy under there. These are the headers. I don't think they're anything special. They came off the old motor, don't know much about them unfortunately. You can see there were some clearances, and just seeing that clearances there probably is a sign that these were not the best quality and were kind of just a universals type of thing. They do look like they're equal length, which is nice, might make the car sound a bit better. First, I'm going to go ahead and just take a wire brush and try and knock off most of this rust in all of the old coating, making sure that paint sticks nicely. So right here is the paint I've got. Definitely isn't the best choice. It does say barbecues, wood stoves, and more. But you see that 650 degrees Celsius? Should be more than enough for this headers. This is just what I had kicking around in the garage. It's time when to use it. If it does end up flaking, I've got this over here to help cover it. This is just a fiberglass exhaust wrap off of Amazon. Comes with some metal zip ties, but I bought another set because there's going to be 8, 9, 10 of them in total. So I should have more than enough there. This stuff you definitely do not want to touch with just your hands, because you know how fiberglass gets all in there. You can never get it out. It's just annoying and itchy. One of the downsides with this fiberglass wrap is it will rust your headers faster if it gets any water. Don't really care about it. I'm hoping this paint will be good enough, as well as some like silicone grease spray as an extra barrier. End of the day, this Foxbody will be just a summer car. Right here is the drill and wire wheel. This is what I'll be using to clean them up. Standing on it by the concrete was definitely the better option. Here's what they look like after a quick wire wheel. Nothing perfect, but hopefully the paint will stick to them well. Here's the other one. I'm gonna go get it a bit more because it was bouncing around on the table. Hard to do with just one hand, but so far so good. Here they are on my nice spray booth. Go give them a quick shot with some air and some brake clean just to get all the dust and all the other stuff off of them. Never used this type of stuff before. It's pretty weird. It dries almost instantly. Definitely need to flip them over and get the other side. I think I'm going to go 3 coats on these so it holds up nicely. Focusing a lot around the collectors and where they connect to the block, or I guess the heads, because that's what will be shown after I give them a nice wrap. So far so good. Looking better already. they already look 1,000 times better. Pretty good for some barbecue paint. You can see there though, we do have some running. I was a little too heavy on the spray can trying to get in between the tubes, but I'm not too disappointed with it because it'll all be covered by the wrap. Everything I'll need to wrap my headers. I've got some gloves for the fiberglass. I've got some tin snips to cut the fiberglass header wrap. I've got some flush cutters for these temporary zip ties. I'll be using the temporary zip ties just to hold it in place, and once I'm happy with it, I'll go along with the steel ones right here and make it all look nice. Flush cutters are optional, but I hate cutting myself on poorly cut zip ties. Such an easy thing to do, and it saves you in the long run. Here I got my bucket of water to soak my wrap in it. Soaking it just helps with the dust. Definitely don't want to be breathing in this fiberglass stuff or touching it like I am right now. Just gonna go toss it in the bucket and I'm gonna get set up. Go ahead and put my gloves on. I'll be starting with the driver's side. Here's the wrap. After it's soaked in water, it becomes a lot more easy. Probably will make a bit of a mess, but I'm gonna go from the part where it connects to on the head towards the collector. That way I can get one mega zip tie around. So as you can see, I've got it started here. I'm gonna go ahead and just get a zap tie around it. These have got to be the world's worst zip ties. Should be good enough. Nice. Now that those are on, I'm going to continue. Just going to stop here and go ahead and grab my mask because I do see a ton of fibers coming off this. Here's the first tube done. That took me about 15 minutes. 4 more to go.
Here we go. Here's part number 2. I've got 2 more to go. It's about taking me 15 minutes per one. I do think I'll get faster, but it is a huge pain in the ass because as you can see here, you can't even see through that gap. So I'm going to have to figure out how I'll wrap it. Maybe I'll get some sort of spreader bar in there, but I'm sure I'll figure it out. Since I got 2 left, what I think I'm going to do is just split the difference to save a little bit for the collector.
Here's header tube number 3. 1 more to go. This time, did that one in about 10 minutes. I found that one the easiest. Might be because I'm just getting better. This last one looks like it'll suck. As you can see, it twists around all the other ones and there isn't really any free space in there to loop around. But I'm already this far, so I gotta do it. Here are the headers. Just got finished cleaning them up. Put some of those metal zip ties around each of the corners. This took me about an hour and a half, I'd say, to wrap it. You probably find it different on your headers. These are a pain in the ass because of how tight the tubes were together. To be honest, I wouldn't say this is worth it. I mean, it does look sick in my opinion, but with the amount of time it's taken me and how much fiberglass, how itchy I am right now, and how much of a mess it made, I'd say just buy some new headers instead of doing this. The 50 bucks off Amazon is not worth it. how I wrapped it was I started here and I got an estimate of a length and I cut it because you have to wrap it around 1,000 times, and doing it with the reel is almost impossible. It was easy up until about here, and then after I was having to kind of pass it under, pull it through, then kind of shimmy it down here. I kept doing that like 4 or 5 times till I got here, cut it, and then I did a temporary zip tie. With this one in my opinion was the hardest because of how deep it goes. You can even see, hopefully that's just a clipping and I didn't miss anything. Yeah. But how tight and how much space you have, it's almost impossible. So I ended up just doing a wrap, sliding it down, wrapping it, sliding it down the other one. But I think it turned out pretty good. This is my first time ever doing it. I think that'll look great next to my motor. As you can see here, I've got them mocked up on the motor, and in my opinion, they look pretty good. Better than the flat black and definitely better than the rusty ones. See here, I've got my intake on there. Still isn't bolted down, just on there so no dust gets in. That's off the old engine. Next is the front accessory drive, which I'll be doing later on. I got 93 Cobra pulleys coming. They are factory underdraft pulleys. Frees up 8 to 15 horsepower. Who knows if that's true? Same price, so why not? And then over here in the motor, I didn't record any of it, but I wire wheeled everything down, sanded some of the rust spots, and then gave it a good shot of black paint. And then over here, we've got a 93 Cobra brake booster and master cylinder. That was the biggest pain in the ass I've had to do yet on the Foxbody. It took me about 2.5 hours to get in there, 10 times in and out, and also a ton of hammering over there on the shock tower just to get it to fit. You watch that video on LMR, it makes it look easy, but trust me, it's not, at least on a 1985. Tomorrow, on Saturday, I'm gonna take apart the whole wiring harness, get rid of all the old wires, and clean it up nicely, and hopefully run it back where it was factory, which is over here, to the headlights, horn, fog lights, and side markers. Still a lot of work to do, but it's definitely coming together. One more annoying thing that I noticed by doing this, as you can see there, the header bolts, with all that packing and the metal zip tie in the way, makes it quite a pain in the ass to get all your bolts in. You can see some are good, some aren't. That one's good, for example, but especially on the ends, some of the ones that I used to be able to get a ratchet on, I might not be able to anymore. Thanks for watching. I'm pretty happy with how these came out. I do think they'll look great on my motor, but in the end, I don't think it was worth the big and huge pain in the ass it is to get this wrap on. You can see I'm still sparkly, I'm super itchy, and thank God I had that mask on because this would have definitely taken a couple years off my life breathing in all this. But in the end, I'm pretty happy. Still got one more to do, but that's gonna be for another day. If not, I'll go crazy.